Welcome to the School of Wordcraft and Worldmancy. This is Feedback Frenzy.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a Submit Saturday where we have another article that we're going to critique, and would like to thank Barbarossa Sparklebeard for submitting this article. And if you want your content, whether it be fiction or world-building articles, you can visit wgc.bz/submit to submit that article. So let's go ahead and get into this article. And this is The Church of the Divine Light by Barbarossa Sparklebeard, an organization that we have here for World Anvil World Building Summer Camp 2022. So let's zoom out a little bit and take a nice look at it. Okay, so it still looks like it's pretty straightforward. Not any design accoutrements on the theme itself, so pretty straightforward. We have this beautiful I hope salvation. Okay, beautiful, I mean creepy. By beautiful, I meant creepy. And then we have these hands holding flames, it looks like. Definitely tattoo worthy, that's for sure. But yeah, so let's get into this. And remember the ABCs: awesome, boring, and confused.
Time for the sprinters to get back to work.
So let's go through and see what's awesome, what's boring, and what's confusing. But first, let's look. Before the first, let's take a look at the hook, or the introduction paragraph. Let the light of Eliah's flame guide us, lest we are consumed by its wrath. Prayer of a sun-touched priest. Ooh, that's a cool. Let the flame guide us, lest we are consumed by its wrath. Okay, see, that's a really interesting sentence there. So the flame will guide you, but it could also consume you. Very interesting. This seems, this doesn't seem like a, well, it does seem maybe like a merciful God, but don't tick her off. Okay, the Church of the Divine Light, also known as the Sun-Touched Faith, or the Sundry. Okay, when I look at that, I think of sundry instead of sun-dry. Or, I don't know what you, like the sun-dried. The sundry is a prominent religion in the sovereign kingdoms. Those who follow this faith are known as the sun-touched. Okay, the sun-touched faith. Sundry. Okay. Bad Armstrong. Okay. The beliefs of the faith, tenets of the faith. Okay, good use of a header. The Church of the Divine is widespread across the continent to the point where even those who do not actively follow the faith may swear to their gods or pray to them in desperation. The Church follows a strict hierarchy, with a faceless, authoritative council of the highest officials interpreting the works of canon and belief, core beliefs. Proselytizing. The main goal of the sun-touched faith is to spread its doctrine to all four corners, to the world's highest reaches and its deepest depths, in order to save their souls from the darkness. Okay, their souls. That's an interesting word there. Because you got the word there. So whose soul? The soul of the sun-touched, or the souls of those they seek to convert? So that's just interesting, because I'm not sure how to interpret that. So okay, possibly all souls is what I meant to say. So I may recommend to change that. The world's hidden to the deep, in effort to save all souls from the darkness. And if the darkness is a thing, I would capitalize darkness, because you said from the darkness, not from darkness. because to save all souls from darkness is different than to save all souls from the darkness, because that definitive article that you have there when describing darkness gives its more meaning, but you didn't capitalize it, so it's not actually the name of something. Okay, so I'm just oh my gosh, there's some sort of pesto pastor pun that I can't parsley out. Cheers. Enlightenment. No, stay. You can stay. It is believed that all people who possess a soul can follow the light, as well as guide or inspire others through virtuous acts and behaviors. Force is often seen as a last resort. Okay, interesting. There's two questions I have from this. All people who possess a soul. Does that mean there are some people who do not possess a soul? Maybe. I don't know. Are there? Yeah. All people, because there's a difference between, you said all people can follow the light. Like in my faith, I believe all people have a divine life in them, a divine light and life in them. But see, this makes me think that since you called out specifically people who possess a soul, it makes me think there might be people who do not. So, if that's an Easter egg, if that's a hint, that's cool. And then you also, force is often seen as a last resort. Okay, so you can inspire others through virtuous acts and behaviors, but force is often seen as a last resort, but it still is a resort. It may be the last resort, but it sounds like it's still a resort. Interesting. Sanctuary. The light of the church welcomes all into its embrace and will protect all seeking safe harbor from the darkness and evils of this or any world. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. The blinding sins. Okay, don't know that. Priesthood. Don't know that. The high council of the divine flame. All right, so we have a new cool quote here. We do not question the will of those who speak with the light. They guide us to our salvation. They shall not be questioned lest we wish to feel the smite of their divine wrath. Okay. I'm always scared when you're not allowed to question authority, or you're not allowed to petition the higher being directly. When there are priests who claim infallibility and unable to question, and I don't mean to offend anybody in their beliefs, but that concerns me. Okay, we are talking about religion here, so anyway. The High Council of the Divine Flame is made up of the highest, most regent. I love that. I love stuff like that. It adds a bit of questioning to this faith. Okay. Happens to be one of my favorites. Okay. The High Council of the Divine Flame is made up of the highest, most regent officials of the faith. It is their sole duty to translate, interpret, and make decisions that guard the core tenets of the faith. More to be announced. The members of this council are required to live in secrecy lest the outside world and its corrupting forces influence their decisions. All members of the council are treated as equal, designated the title of Sibyl, like sibling. Thank you for the tooltip. To account for both genders. The only member not given the title is the divine speaker, who acts as an orator of the meeting and regulates conversation and debate to ensure all matters are dealt with in a timely manner. The divine speaker is rotated every meeting to ensure fairness and equality. That's an interesting way. I'd love to know more about the secrecy and the selection process. How often, is this I presume, but it would be nice to receive clarification, is this a lifetime appointment? Has there ever been a heretic kicked out and did an expose of this council and maybe tried to start their own reformation movement? Interesting. And what happens to the family and friends of the person who becomes a Sibyl? Sure, they cut off all ties, but people, if they're married, if they have kids, if they have siblings, all of a sudden they up and disappear. How do they handle that? I imagine it's a lifetime appointment where they choose those worthy from the faith, like the Council of Cardinals in Rome. Oh yeah, okay, I understand that, and that sounds cool. But the question that I have is, what's the next step or the implications of that? Because
Sprinters
they're
and marchers.
selected from
Time
prominent positions. Like, I believe cardinals, I'm not Catholic, but I believe cardinals, look, that's a pretty big deal. People know who their cardinal is. And for a cardinal to all of a sudden disappear, people say, oh, he's been elevated to a Sibyl. I don't know. How you deal with that is your creativity to follow. Hope, light, and salvation, that is terrifying eyeball, like I said. The daughter of the sun, sun touched, Church of the Light Bearers, okay. The sect of rekindling. Within the last century, members within the church have begun to reinterpret and even corrupt the understanding of the tenets as ordained by the divine council, led by rogue priests. Oh, okay, this is cool. Led by rogue priests, these members believe that the branding is not a curse caused by the faith, but a rebirth and blessing, going so far to believe that the branding is given so all kind can burn away the sinful, destructive old world and replace it with a new world. This faction is opposed by church members, by main church and members who wear its... Okay, this faction is opposed by the main church, and members who wear its symbol are excommunicated or jailed. Members are known as rekindled. Okay, so this sentence, you may want to add a comma, or no, not a comma. You may just want to split. I don't know. That sentence. I had a hard time reading that sentence clearly with the right emphasis on the first time through, so that was a little bit of a challenge. I would like to know more about this symbol. You say light, hope, salvation, but about this symbol, I'm going to have nightmares about this tonight. So, yeah. About this symbol, it would be interesting to know, is it emblazoned on clothes? Is it a tattoo? Is it worshipped? Or is it placed in prominence? Like you walk in and this eyeball is looking at you as you walk through the door into a church or something. And then I'd like to know branding. Future article. Okay, good use of tool tips. A condition which causes a person to become branded, a monstrous creature which is formed when someone abuses their power within the church to kill, murder, maim, or so forth upon innocence. which causes become could. Oh, so the branded are no longer human? Interesting. Okay, yeah. So when you no, they become fire monsters. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm very intrigued. I'm not understanding this well enough, but this is awesome. I would love to know more. And of course, there will definitely need to be another article. But this, uh, how did the rekindled proselyte? I mean, does a fire monster walk along the street handing out pamphlets? I don't know. And could a person who's not a believer become not a believer of the Church of Divine Light? Could a person from who is not a believer of the Church of Divine Light become a
Stop talking,
branded
Greg.
or a
It's time
rekindled
to write.
directly? This will get more explanation as I fill it more out the organ. We'll get it. Oh yeah. Oh, I very much expect. Since they believe the branding is like the ultimate reward rather than a severe punishment, they are mainly within the church in secret. Okay, so they're in the church. They still attend the church, but uh, those who are branded may leave, but they don't consider it a bad thing. Okay. Yeah, I love, 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 love the potential that you have there. I would just. Okay, so people within the Church of the Divine Light have a secret handshake or a secret something that they have. And if they become discovered, they then get branded. They become branded and then they become flame monsters. But the secret people within the church see those who have been rekindled as heroes rather than the monstrosities as monstrosities. Yeah. Yeah, it's just very Orwellian or no, beholder. This is very beholder like because all of the rays of sun instead of the tentacles out there with the main eye. Yeah, this is well done here with this symbol. Okay, yep. All right. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so let's talk about the ABCs. A, awesome. This creepy fill in the blank logo. Awesome. The rekindled and the concept of branding and how some people see it's good and some people see it's bad. And there's that prompt about the initiations. The branding could be an initiation. It's an excommunication, but to the rekindled, it's an initiation. It's an elevation instead of a banishment. So I think you could play around with the definition of that and get you could get another prompt filled out by continuing this on. Okay, the Council of High a schism is forming quite well in this. Awesome source of conflict. Okay, bored. No. I did not find anything boring. I think I pointed out the confused things in there. And I like the ABC and the C for confusion, but the issue is that I'm the items for which I was confused, I see as potential for expansion and clarification so that it can just be more awesome. So, yeah. My voice. Yes, good stuff. Yes, I like that. If you would like to follow this article, like this article, or share any of your thoughts in the comments below, please visit the link that I just posted in the chat. And thank you so much to Barbarossa Sparklebeard for submitting this article for a Submit Saturday critique. I look forward to seeing more. Please feel free to submit when you get the burned article done. And if you would like to have your fiction or world-building article reviewed, please visit wgc.bz/submit, where on Saturdays we will critique your articles. Thank you so much. Have a great day and keep on writing.
Thanks for watching this feedback frenzy. Be sure to show your support by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell. WriterGreg offers coaching sessions to help bring your world to life, create compelling stories, and accomplish your creative goals. Please visit wgc.bz/coaching for more details.